Good mythical afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Ayala, and today we're doing a special type of vlog. This vlog deals with the terrorist attacks on September 11th, 2001, and I just kind of wanted to do a personal vlog where you can kind of understand, what occurred, my own personal experiences, and why I do what I do. Because, it is a very personal experience to a lot of us who were alive at that time. So September 11th of 2001, I was 14 years old. I was a freshman at O'Galley High School. And I remember that day. It was a beautiful day out. It was nice. It was about 70 degrees. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? It's still 70 degrees. But anyway, and I remember we were on our own to homeroom, which was our second period of the day. And I remember I was walking down the hallway in what we call, which is the 37 building in O'Galley, if you know where that is. I was downstairs, and all of a sudden, all the teachers ran into their rooms, and everyone in the hallway started kind of sprinting towards their classrooms, or towards where they're supposed to be. And, as a kid, what's going to happen when someone else is running? You're going to run. So I ran to figure out what was going on. And I remember I sat down in my seat, and my teacher, I don't remember his name, sorry, he was an English teacher, he was pretty awesome. Sad I don't remember his name. Anyway, what we ended up doing is he turned on the TV, and as we saw, there was a big plume of smoke coming out of one of the towers. And the first thought on my mind was, what the heck is going on? Because at first we all thought it was an accident. We thought some just dumb person flying an airplane around, you know? And then I remember sitting there about 20, 30 minutes later, and we actually see the second plane go right into the building and crash into it. And I remember just my heart sinking all of a sudden and going, what just happened? Was that on purpose? Then my second thought was, who's dumb enough to attack the United States? Because in my point of view, I remember what the emperor during World War II, the Japanese emperor Hirohito, said during World War II, right after Pearl Harbor. I fear we have awakened a sleeping giant, is what he stated. And that quote came to my mind immediately, as soon as it occurred. And I remember throughout the day and the next couple of months, being really kind of fearful because we had no idea what was going on. I was a 90s kid. In the 90s, everyone could get rich and wealthy and have parties and have fun. And then all of a sudden, this thing just totally switches everything. And with the response of what was occurring, in our government, it was kind of scary. And then I looked around and saw what the people were doing, all the adults. And as you would walk up and down the streets outside, you saw American flags everywhere. You saw American flags hanging out of windows. You saw on cars, bumper stickers, restaurants, everywhere. Patriotism started to increase, and people started paying more attention to actually what was occurring in the world. And as I got older, it was about 14, 15, about actually 15, 16, my bad at this time. And I started thinking to myself, what can I do to make this world a better place? What can I personally do? First, I was like, maybe I'd be a politician. Maybe I can help, protect people. Maybe I can help make laws that help those who need it, to be able to protect our society and our fellow Americans. Then I found out I wasn't very wealthy, so that really was cut off real fast. Once I found out you gotta be rich to be a politician, or extremely lucky. Then I started going, maybe I can go into the military. And then two things occurred. One, I looked at myself and was like, okay, I'm a chunky little dude. Ain't gonna work. Not very athletic. And also, I don't feel I have the ability to really hurt or kill someone. And if I was asked to, I don't think I could do it. So I sat there again and I thought, where is the place that I feel safe? Where is the place where I think I could do the most good? And I was thinking, I'll become a public servant. I'll become a teacher, an educator, one who helps mold those who are new, to those who are our next generations, those who are going to actually help us get out of this rut, to get out of this and start understanding what's going on in the world in a little better um, point of view, you know, because that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that if the generation prior or my generation cannot or will not help or fix things, I was going to at least make sure that I can at least affect 1 to 2 persons' lives every single year and make it better. Show them why you need to be educated. Show them why we need to fight and, protect our country, you know? And I know it's a little grandiose to think about that me being just a little high school or middle school teacher is going to make me, this big, huge, awesome person, but I felt that's what I needed to do because if I affect that one person, that was weird. If I affect that one person, if I help one person and that one person helps another person, that one person helps another person, that's how change works. And that's how it begins. And we need to understand that, love and peace is the way to go with society, is to help each other. It's not about the anger. It's not about the hate. It's about making sure we have an understanding so tragedies like 9/11 won't happen again. It is a fact of life. Is it depressing? Yeah. But, it did help me reflect. It helped me think. And, it definitely changed how our society is. It changed how I act. There were two major responses. You can cower in fear or put your head up and try to understand. And I wanted to understand. Feel free to ask me any things why it happened or the effects. Feel free. I have no problem helping you out understand this a little bit better. But I thought it would be nice to have a little bit more of a personal experience or personal touch. Um, for this assignment for 9/11, what I would like you to do is I would like you on a sheet of paper. I want you to reflect on something in your life. Let me get my piece of paper, my note. Reflect something in your life that's had a meaningful impact. Something that has changed how you look at the world. And I want you to think. I want you to think about it. And I want you to write it down in about a paragraph or two. Should be about half a page. And turn that into me. I would say put it online, but the problem with that is that some of these experiences are going to be very personal, and I don't want that out on the internet because that's no bueno. That's not fun. So please, as a reminder, make sure that you reflect on something in your life that's had a meaningful impact. It could be positive or negative. I need about a half a page written. All right, and when you're done, come bring it to me. All right, and as always, don't forget to be awesome.